Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for bearing with us while we went stepped away for break for a minute. Um, yeah, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We have been dealing with some stuff in a strange alien world with Daedalus and Physician Friendly. So we left off with our heroes fighting with Physician Friendly. They managed to triumph over him thanks to some epic beatdowns from Centuria and lots of good teamwork on everybody else's part, taking down poor Physician Friendly. He was just trying to help, you know. He's a wonderful, wonderful doctor. Highly recommended. Um, After that, they sort of started digging around, seeing if they could find any leads as to the direction the Freedom League was taken, or where they may have wound up. Resonant thinks she has some notion of a lead that will take her in the direction of the entropy nether magic that seems to be permeating the world of Vazitania. They also have the name of the Renfield-esque character who's been transporting Physician Friendly's patients around, Aeolus Vostok. So, what would you guys like to do?
Can we head back to... Should we be heading back to the ship? Or is the... Am I getting the sense that it's close by, i.e. normal overland travel, or should we be getting back to the shuttle that we brought to
It is
head off?
definitely outside the walls of the city that you're within.
Okay.
You think it may be several kilometers away.
Okay.
To borrow some of that fancy European measuring system.
Because we're on an alien planet, so obviously everything's metric.
Yep. It's the only way to get into space. You can't get there in inches.
I think we might need to head back to the ship. I don't know that this is close enough for us to get to without it, other than overdrive. And maybe, okay, Mortis and I would have a problem.
We'll head back to the ship. Who piloted it here?
Pointing at Dave.
I did. That was me.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
He read the manual.
I did read the directions.
All right, we'll get them all aboard. Do a quick check on the ship. Make sure that it's how they left it. It hasn't picked up anything new or new passengers.
Go ahead and use the technology check for me, Daedalus, to activate the onboard sensors.
32.
32. Yeah, okay, fine. With a 32, you're sort of examining the console, making sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. Everything seems to be ship and shape. You don't seem to have picked up any extra passengers.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody turned it invisible. I think Resonant turned it invisible.
I created another mirror image of it.
Yeah.
I think we did power stun it for invisibility versus the duplication.
Yeah, it was like a quickness. It was like a cloaking shield.
Yep, it was. Yep.
Cloaking device. That's the word.
Words. Good.
Resident Mortis, you're going to have to guide us from here.
Looks over at Resident.
Well, Mortis, I could use a little bit of a hand with this. The spell isn't an easy one to hold on to.
And I will get us airborne.
Centuria will strap herself into wherever Overdrive is sitting.
Gemma's gonna lean in over to Mortis. I'm trying to make you look good in front of Daedalus so we can, put a rubber stamp on that file he's got on you.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, so.
Wow.
Teamwork makes a dream.
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows about everything that went down to Ferroberg.
Well, that was then. This is now. Let's live in the moment, right? Let's get you back to Nick.
I think that may have been part of the problem, and Farrowberg was living in the moment.
Do you hear that?
Davie, shh.
As I'm fairly certain I didn't hear that.
That's not your business, Davie. Stop.
Everything is my business.
Shh.
Oh boy.
You broke me.
Do you want to give me a hand with this, Mortis?
Sure.
Yeah, just give me an 8 on an expertise magic. I think that'll be fine.
Perfect. Yes, it will. Mortis, please go ahead and give me an expertise magic check.
Trying to. Let me just get my skills pulled up. Expertise magic. 15.
That is enough to aid. You will give Resonant a +2 on her expertise magic check.
I mean, I can try.
All right.
The Centuria has no for her
Magical abilities.
I'm gonna hero point that because I don't think a 20 is gonna be quite what I'm looking for. Yeah, 26. Actually, 36 because that was a 9.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, 36. It's just like that sometimes, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you begin channeling your magic. Why don't you guys go ahead and describe what the teamwork ritual sort of looks like?
So I'll lay out a couple of gems just kind of to focus the energy, and I'll kind of tap into a little bit of that shadow magic that I get from the black onyx to kind of link with Mortis, and almost like I'm borrowing his soul sight, tapping into that and just feeling that necrotic energy to kind of see the magical path that was taken.
Awesome. And the strangest thing happens as you're both sort of communing with this ritual. Golden light passes between the two of you, similar to what Seven unveiled to Kaysen back in Netherwar 10 years ago. There's this very quick beam of golden light that passes between the two of you, and magical energy is exchanged.
I'll look over at Mortis when the spell's done. Did you see that?
Yes. That was kind of freaky.
I mean, that was Seven's, right?
Kind of. It seemed, well, I mean, I know I've seen Seven do that, but haven't we seen other people do that as well? Wasn't it more like
Just Una, right?
why did
But hers was more. It wasn't like that.
Did you ever see Eldritch perform anything, or was that before? I know it was before my time, but
It was definitely before my time. I don't know. Something's going on. We'll have to look into it.
Well, I will let Resonant dwell on that as Resonant, you sort of close your eyes and you take in this magic and you feel sort of the crystalline structure of this whole world ebbing and flowing basically beneath you as you're flying through the air. You can sort of feel the gentle hum and the gentle cracks of the stone that forms the crust of this world, and feel the different mineral deposits and stuff, and you get this deep feeling in the pit of your stomach, this deep terror, and it's pulling you forward. You're able to guide the ship in the direction of the strongest source of this dark magic.
I am really getting the heebie-jeebies from this, you guys.
Oh, if you're getting the heebie-jeebies, then we better head for the bunker.
There's some sort of dark magic at the center of this, and I don't know. It reminds me of Una, but it's worse.
Worse?
Well,
Una was
I mean, Daedalus and I were talking. If the Terminus got a hold of Una's magic, I mean,
Oh no.
yeah.
Alex, would Centurion know anything about anything that's going on right now from her world?
Please give me an expertise Netherwar check.
Oh, what? Oh, I have that. Beautiful. 23.
So with a 23, you do know that the Terminus got mixed up with Una's magic. You don't remember all of the specifics, but that was what enabled Omega to capture you and brand you. You do remember there was something very wrong with Omega. He was not himself when you encountered him.
I will repeat that to the group.
Omega's not himself.
Well, that was in her timeline, but it's possible the same events are playing out here.
Omega's been invested with Una's magic.
Oh,
There is nothing beyond his reach, or hers. Sounds like she's the puppeteer now, though.
great.
I really thought Seven took care of her back then.
Whatever she's doing to control Omega must be an immense amount of power. He is no easily controlled individual.
Yeah.
What are sensors showing, Alex, in the vicinity of this dark magic?
Please give me a technology check.
Well, I minned. I only got a 23.
You rolled a 1 and you got a 23.
Wow.
A 1 is not an automatic failure on a skill test in Mutants and Masterminds for everybody following along at home. It's only an automatic failure on it's a hit roll. So a 23 is still successful on this check, Daedalus. I shouldn't have even asked you to roll. So Daedalus, as you're examining the sensors and stuff, you are picking up. There is some kind of... you're sort of hovering, coming in range of where Resonant is leading you. It's in this copse of trees, which most of the topography of this world is filled with these sort of 8 to 10 feet tall white wheat stalks, just pure, almost like white snow, all the way across the inhabitable surface of the planet, except for a few areas that are filled with these jet black trees that have glass for leaves. As you're sort of looking in, you can see this place, and your sensors pick up a number of vehicles on the ground hidden in these trees. Nothing that has interstellar capability, but you are picking up a couple like chariots, a couple carts, things like that. And there is definitely some kind of fire in the center of this grove.
I'd say we have a meeting taking place down here, but it's only the locals, no power sources,
No technological power sources.
no technological power sources. Correct. Mortis, overdrive. As I touch down, do a reconnaissance. Reconnaissance only. Do not engage.
You got it, boss.
Gemma's gonna look at Dave and snicker just slightly, or giggle, I should say.
Before Overdrive goes, Centurion's gonna grab his hand and say, "Be careful."
Okay, it's me. Of course I'll be careful.
That's what you said before you died.
Okay, can you stop doing that? Because that's really kind of put me off my game. I'll be careful. I look at the doll and listen, like if I hear any more weird noises coming out of the doll.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I was afraid you were gonna say that. $21.
As you were.
What?
You don't hear anything.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. That's reassuring, even though I missed it. So I'll be careful then.
Cat, I am giving you a hero point for that's what you said before you died.
My favorite part of playing Crazy Century is I just get to talk about people dying.
So, Overdave, are you want to run into the big black scary woods?
Yeah. I will attempt to be stealthy while doing so.
All right, I believe in you.
Mortis is there just in case something happens to him, so he can report back that something happened to him.
Yeah.
Speedy and spooky.
Yep. And when Spooky flies out, he's gonna become a living ghost, and it's hard to get shot when you're a ghost.
Just for my knowledge, are you invisible and insubstantial now, or just insubstantial?
Nope, I'm just insubstantial.
Okay. Coolio. All right, Scout Squad, let's go.
Okay, you want stealth and perception or perception and stealth?
I would like stealth and then perception. From both of y'all.
All right.
Stealth is over.
My stealth check is a 19, and my perception check is a 16.
My stealth check is an 18, and my perception check is a 7.
So you guys are both very sneaky with an 18 and a 19. You go buzzing off into the woods. Overdrive, how close are you sticking to Mortis?
I mean, these woods are our target search area is fairly substantial, is it not?
It is.
It is.
In an effort to minimize contact, I will move at top speed so as to try and get it checked out as quick as possible.
Awesome.
Because I'm reckless. That's what I do.
'Cause I'm reckless.
Centuria literally told you not to do that.
That's kind of why I had to do it.
All right, reckless Dave. Off you go into the woods. Dave, you go taking off, pretty much searching everywhere that Mortis is not searching because you're so fast. And both of you sort of come upon this central, the middle of this grove. There is an area that's been cleared away of these black trees. The glass leaves are still sprinkled on the ground, sort of around in almost like a mural pattern, almost like a scintillating, just kaleidoscope sort of like effect of black glass, in the center of which is a roaring purple fire. And standing around this roaring purple fire, you find, looks like 10 to 20 people wearing black robes. And they all seem to be chanting in the language of the Terminus.
Oh.
They had me at black robes. They lost me at chanting in the language of the Terminus.
Yeah.
Um,
So how far from the Icarus are we?
This location is about a mile into the woods from where the Icarus landed. Or the shuttle landed. The Icarus is back in space.
I'm sorry, the shuttle. It's just a mile. Mortis, you want to hitch a ride back to the ship, or you want to keep an eye on things here while I report back?
I'll keep an eye on things here.
Okay.
Do we have communicators?
Nobody mentioned that they were picking them up, but you guys did stop by Freedom Hall, so I'll say Cynthia did equip you with them.
Sweet.
Okay. So
The robot needs a raise.
Yes.
don't do nothing crazy.
Of course not.
Okay. Be back in the. I can't say flash. That's copyrighted.
While you're running back, Overdrive, looks like Daedalus is asking Resonant something, so I'm going to shift back to the ship real quick.
Ninja notes.
I received a ninja note from Roll20. Daedalus, are you doing that on the down low?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Now, knowing what I'm doing, if there's a need to do it in text only, I would do it in text only.
Awesome. Cool. So, Resonant, as you sort of try to fulfill that request from Daedalus, you kind of close your eyes and you open yourself up to the magic of the world again. You start focusing just sort of nearby, and you you get this splitting headache, and you start to hear this sort of deep, thrumming chanting in a language that you don't understand.
That's not true.
Oh, that's not true. You speak all languages.
I speak.
I speak and understand all languages.
Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
That's a 2-point power, everybody.
Yeah.
He's but a humble rules lawyer.
Where's Jason, Ed? Jason's in the chat.
He's out there in the chat.
So, yeah, you start focusing, and you hear this this sort of deep thrumming voice, almost like this raising chorus of voices saying, "Tarvon, Tarvon, Tarvon," and you see sort of burning in the back of your mind's eye as you look around the ship, this Omega symbol, but instead of the orange sort of fiery symbol, it's wreathed in purple flame, and it shatters in half.
Gemma's gonna put her hand to her head and just go, "Oh, that wasn't. Ow." Daedalus, does the word Tarvon mean anything to you?
Tarvon.
Do you have any relevant expertises, Daedalus? Like expertise
I have.
Terminus?
All of them. No, I have history, philosophy, and science.
Do you have an eidetic memory?
I believe I do. 1 second.
Yes,
I do.
That was.
Okay. Go ahead and make an intelligence check, and you get a +5 to this.
I did not add the 5 to it, but that would be 31.
With 31, you are familiar with the name Tarvon. It is a name. Tarvon the Undying. Tarvon is one of the only forces in the Terminus that is not subservient to Omega, that is seeking to overthrow him, and is sort of like a dark sorcerer who, instead of wanting to plunge the world into entropy, just wants to plunge everything into his own shadow world.
Okay. Marginally better, I suppose.
He continually challenges Omega for control of the Doom Coil. Yeah, he wants to force Omega to his feet, to kneel in front of him, and then let the shadows consume him.
That name is familiar to me.
There's a whole host of beings chanting that name, and I don't know why, but I saw the Omega symbol wreathed in purple flame instead of orange, and then it shattered in half.
I engaged the communicator. Is Overdrive returning?
He is
At
on
this
his
point?
way. Oh,
Okay.
Resin, I forgot to mention, when you sort of recover from this vision, you could swear this doll is looking at you.
Of course.
He's still strapped into his armrest little seat that Centurion made for him, but you can't tell if he moved to look at you or if you misremembered what way he was facing.
Turned around in the chair.
Yeah.
I'm out. That's it.
And right around this time, Overdrive returns.
We got problems in the woods. It's like a mile from here, so like I can carry everybody. But we gotta go fast. Mortis has kind of got an eye on things, but there's big purple fire, creeps in black robes, talking in a creepy language, like like Lord of the Rings stuff. Like it's bad.
The symbol? Was there a symbol? in the fire?
Yeah, there wasn't there?
There was not a symbol.
There was not a symbol. No symbol, but big purple fire. Fire's not purple. Like it's weird. Mortis is back there by himself. We should
Resident Overdrive, get to him. Get there immediately, but hold until Centurion and I arrive.
I can carry everybody.
That's not necessary. All that's
You can carry
necessary for you.
me if you want.
All that's
Okay.
necessary for you to do is follow my instruction. This is the plan. Go now.
Yes, sir.
So glad I'm not there. So glad I'm not there.
I will.
Centurion's a little sad that he left without carrying.
I will grab Resident and Centuria in the speed wake. Although Centuria is strong enough that she could probably pop out of that if she chose to. But
Well, and Daedalus wants you to leave Centuria behind.
oh yeah, there's that. Sorry, I got orders.
So once they leave, I put my arm across the door to the that leaves the shuttle and turn on Centuria, and I'm going to take my helmet off. Kate, and I look over at the doll. Whatever you think that is, whatever comfort you think it's brought you, you're wrong. It's a tool for the enemy. You have to leave it here.
Centuria is visibly upset at you saying that. He's all I've had for 7 years.
I'm going to put my arm on, or my hand on her shoulder. That's no longer true.
To look at Davie. I'm sorry, Davie. It looks like you have to sit this one out.
That's okay. Be safe.
I will.
I will have Centuria get off first, and I will order the shuttle to lock itself down and alert me if anything starts to happen inside of it.
Why would something start to happen inside of it?
I just, after 2,000 years of life, you probably get a little paranoid after a while.
Let me know if that action figure tries to jack my vehicle.
That's right. Because there is a Daedalus action figure, and it's going to kick that one's ass. All right?
Powered by the AI from the Icarus.
Next episode, we see Centuria with the Daedalus action figure.
Damn it! I need to make a note. I need to write an episode where you all get turned into action figures, and that's the origin story of Davie.
Yes. Yes. That's great. All right. After that, Centuria and I will head to join the team at Post Haste.
Action figure episode.
Oh, didn't we say there was going to be a Toy Story episode? Did I misremember that?
So there is a Toy Boy episode in the modules themselves,
Oh.
but
God.
I have a sneaking suspicion that ours is going to be vastly different than the one that's
Alex, when you run the Toy Boy one, you absolutely must invite Charles to that. Charles is waiting with bated breath to be in that episode.
That's awesome.
I would be remiss if I didn't bring that up.
Oh, Charles would be so funny as Toy Boy, or as fighting with Toy Boy. I can't give up Toy Boy. I want to play Toy Boy, but for no reason whatsoever. All right. Okay, let's So, Davie is on the shuttle, which has been locked down. He's just an action figure. I don't know what you guys are so worried about. Tyler Durden couldn't hurt anybody.
That's not true.
And you guys are making your way through the woods to interrupt whatever nefariousness is happening in there in these beautiful sort of scintillating obsidian trees. Mortis, you've been keeping an eye on everything back at the clearing. Looking within, you do see that the purple fire is starting to roar a little brighter. It's starting to fill in the space a little bit more. And as that's happening, the glass leaves on the ground, they're in that sort of kaleidoscope pattern. They begin to rotate in opposing circles, just naturally against the white ground. You can hear the glass sort of twinkling as it moves and shifts around the central fire. And the cultists, they begin raising their hands and chanting louder.
Poor Mortis. Just it's not even a metal rave.
This is the last time I go to a folk music concert.
Milking. Milking is what it's called.
Okay.
Milking.
Hurry up, guys! Hurry up! I'm gonna, as I'm watching the ceremony, I'm gonna be looking for. I'm basically going to keep an eye out for the point where I think it's the point of no return. If they're doing some sort of summoning spell or something ritual, I wanted to make sure that I can cut it off if necessary, even if that means that pissing off Daedalus.
Why don't you give me an expertise occult check?
And having every Black Sabbath album on vinyl, does that give me bonus?
Yeah.
Because Mortis does. Just saying.
Gives you a plus 45 for all the 45s you have.
That's right. On vinyl.
Wow.
That's the only size vinyl I'm aware of.
I got a 15. I don't think that's good enough.
You are free to give me as many hero points as you would like.
I'd like to give you one because I think this is important to Mortis. I rolled a 4. Nope, I rolled a 9. Because I only got a 14, but since I used a hero point, that brings it up to 24.
24, excellent. With a 24, you are aware that this ritual is not a summoning ritual, but they are attempting to open a portal somewhere.
No, portals are bad, okay?
You think that you're not quite at the point of no return for the spell, but you are getting close. When you do see Dave rush in with a resonant in his wake.
They're opening a portal to something. That's probably a bad sign since they look like they escaped from a 70s metal cover.
Yeah. Yeah. We better call the boss.
I think they're trying to open a portal to the Terminus. I got a vision that I don't know, they might be related to a being known as Tarvin.
Okay. Hey, Daedalus. Like a portal's about to open. You want us to jump on that, or like what's up? Hello, boss.
No.
No.
Allow the portal to open.
What? I put my hand. Is he crazy? Are we doing this?
He said there was a plan.
I, as the GM, don't know what his plan is, just so you're all aware.
I'd like to.
This is not a Phoenix thing, just for those of you who are familiar.
Resident, I don't know if you remember, but we had to rescue him from his last plan. The three of us had to rescue him from his last plan. So
The 4 of us.
I
Four of
hardly
us,
see how
but
that's
okay.
relevant.
yeah, okay.
I hardly see how that's relevant right now.
He heard me through my hand. All right, I'm gonna put the mute on.
You're using his tech, Dave.
Everybody go to a private channel.
There are no private channels from Daedalus when it's his tech.
I've read 1984, Daedalus. I know what you're doing.
Daedalus was there in 1984.
In 1884 and 1784.
He was there in 44.
Yeah.
All right. So Daedalus says don't stop them. So I'm going to, the cultists are going to keep doing their thing.
Okay.
Is anybody going to stop them?
I would like to get a better handle on maybe what it is they're doing.
Sure.
Can I make an expertise magic check to see if my assumption was right and that they are trying to open a portal to the Terminus?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
I'm going to spend a hero point because a 17 just seems low. It means I rolled a friggin' 2. And then I rolled a 3, but that becomes an 8. That becomes a 28.
With a 28, Yeah, they are definitely opening a portal to one of the worlds of the Terminus. They are opening the portal to the Shadow World.
So they are opening a portal to the Shadow World. Does the trail that I've been following to lead everybody here, does it lead like in through where they're creating the portal, or at least like to the aperture of where the portal would open?
So if these were footprints, they would step on the fire and then stop.
Okay. Yeah, like at the aperture of the where the portal would be, basically.
Yes.
It's possible the rest of the Freedom League was taken through that portal.
Wait, that means it already opened?
The trail ends where that portal would open. So
Oh, this is like a regular doorway then. Great.
maybe it could go elsewhere. Until it opens, I won't be able to tell if it's on that side of the terminus or not. So we kind of do need it to open.
Okay.
I hate when Daedalus is right.
What's worse is he probably knows it too.
Mutter, 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 mutter.
So Centurion and I are going to try to land as quietly as you could land in jet boots. I'll land a little ways away, I guess, unless they're chanting really loud.
They are chanting very loud, and
Okay.
they have gone to one single name, and that's just Tarvon over and over and
All right.
over again.
So we'll come up as they're finishing their conversation here. The timing is very important. When the portal opens is when we have to enter. As many followers as we can. We'll need to seal this behind us to make sure that they don't bring anyone else in.
We're entering the portal?
That's where the Freedom League went. That's where they took Nova. And we're walking into the one person's lair that despises Omega. Enemy of my enemy.
So do we have a way to close the portal behind us before they follow?
Take out the followers on our way through.
Oh.
We have to be through before the portal closes. Our timing has to be precise on this. So you have to
Gotcha.
follow my instructions without question.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
Overdrive's a good soldier.
Did not know that about Dave. Okay.
All right. Queue up your area effect attacks.
Oh.
All right. So the plan, it sounds like, is to let the cultists open the portal and then knock out as many of them as you can and then jump in before it closes.
Right.
Are you going to
Yep.
take any of them with you so they can open the portal on the other side, or you're going to figure that out when you get there?
I'm thinking that there's probably something that opens it on the other side.
That was a bold assumption.
Do we see any accoutrement with this? Is there any kind of are any of the cultists using wands or staves or any kind of?
That's the strangest thing. It feels like they are focusing all of their magical energy through the fire itself. This seems like very primordial magic, almost like a cave person magic. It's very focused on the nature of the world that they're on. And you got a very high occult check, so you actually get the feeling that maybe the glass leaves themselves are what they're channeling through, and that's why they're moving. As you're looking closer, you notice it's actually where the fire is casting a shadow on the glass. That seems to be where the ripple starts, and it moves its way around the kaleidoscope. But the cultists keep chanting.
Well, I'm not a mage, but maybe they can draw from that.
I was gonna say if Mortis points it out, I can
Yeah.
probably say that if we take it, I might be able to reperform a ritual on the other side to get us back here when we're done, or maybe we won't need to. Maybe there'll be a way to get out of there and make it back without that stuff, but having it can't hurt.
It's just, I don't know. My other thought was if there's any kind of ashes or coals or something that's generating the flame, then that might be something good to grab too. But
Oh.
Yeah, there could be something good to grab too.
Mhm.
You do see that the
Speedy.
flame is made out of the wood of the trees. The
Yeah.
glass is made of the leaves. The flame is being fueled by the wood of the tree. So the trees themselves might be the source of the magic.
Okay. Speedy, do you think you can pick those up when we pop through?
I think I can do that.
All right.
I think he's going to cut himself.
I will pick them up with my speed wake. So there.
Paper cut.
I ain't gonna touch them. I'm just gonna pick them up.
Awesome. So, a few more moments pass. The cultists do reach the crescendo of their chanting. All of them sort of lift their gaze up from the fire, and they all make eye contact with each other. Just sort of almost an interconnecting beams of eyesight. These purple lights shoot out from each cult member, basically around the formation that they've put themselves in, forming an omega sign. As that happens, the fire snuffs out and explodes with almost like a black, smoky black hole in the center of the gathering. It's at this point you see that they do have a couple of individuals in the back that they bring forward. Not Freedom League members, but looks like locals from the planet itself that they're bringing forward to chuck into the portal, basically.
Now, I say to the team.
All right. I think what I want everybody to do is roll for initiative. Click on your token first.
Big one.
Ugh.
Where are we?
You guys should have big tokens on the...
Oh.
Yeah, those things aren't just for show. They're tokens.
I did not realize that till just now. Look at there. I learned something new today. Oh, ugh. But 23 sounds
Wow.
impressive until you realize my initiative is plus 20.
We all sucked. Don't worry.
Oof. Great. That's comforting. We're about to try and gas the group at the magic portal. Oh, let's all suck at initiative for starters.
And the portal closes, so you're all stuck.
So I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Oh no.
The portal is not going to close before you guys are able to get there, but the sacrifices will be chucked into the portal before you are able to act.
That's fine. Who cares?
Oh,
I forgot Centuria is written by Image Comics in the 90s.
that's right. Hardcore Centuria.
They were
He's the Centurionator.
Centuria.
I mean, we're going in there anyway. We might be able to save them. Maybe.
That's a solid maybe.
That sounded convincing.
Davie's not here to help her with the backtrack.
Yeah. Y'all made me leave my conscience behind.
What are you talking about?
What?
Overdrive is right here.
Yeah. Like, what do you do? The team's all here?
Davie's not here.
Okay. So
You see, like, she tears up a little bit.
did something happen to Davie?
She's just gonna give, like, a side glance to Daedalus.
Oh, the boss. Yeah. See, it's not just me. You get that vibe too.
Overdrive, you were up first.
Well then, I guess it's time to we're theater of the mind in this whole thing. I will. How many of them can I catch in my 30-foot radius?
You can catch the whole party in that 30-foot radius.
Sweet. That's what I wanted to hear.
However, if you do that, it is going to be very dangerous for them when you pick up the glass with that speed wave as well.
Come on, man. I got the speed wake.
Hey, the Wellspring of Velocity is here for your blender trick.
Yeah. Because what if I area attack them and do the speed wake at the same time by spending a hero point for extra action? Because that'd be amazing. That's like all at the same time, right?
You know what? I will let you keep your hero point because I was going to give you a hero point. So feel free to do so.
Okay, sweet. So the area attack then, that is a DC 70. What am I doing here? I forgot it already. No, so DC 14. My bad. The extra add on the damage is only on the damage ranks, not on the
Correct.
burst effect. Right. So DC 14 for half. It is selective.
The glass will not roll to resist. Are any of the party members going to roll to resist?
It's selective. I'm not going to hit the party members.
Oh, I thought you were using to pick them up and drag them in. Oh no,
I
you're
think he was-
attacking the cultists. Okay.
The cultists, yes.
Okay.
The cultists.
Okay.
I'm like, wait, I thought we were supposed to knock the cultists out before we jumped in.
I thought you were dragging everybody in.
Somebody listened to the plan.
I was
Excellent.
following orders, sir.
You know what?
Overdrive.
You're not
gets
the
some
boss of me,
merit.
Daedalus.
He gets some merit. 10 points to overdrive.
Paul
So
is
the
here
cult-
usurping my GM authority.
I know, right? Oh no, crates are being mentioned. Anyway,
How many crates?
exactly.
All the crates.
All right, I forgot to load my cultists in, so let me roll some dice here real quick. The group will fail on the dodge check.
So that'd be a DC 22 toughness check then.
You knock out all of the cultists.
All right, and then my hero point that wasn't, I will use the speed wake to pick up all the glass shards. That way I don't get paper cuts or glass cuts or whatever kind of cuts.
Leaf cuts.
So there is a cloud of those glass leaves sort of trailing behind in my speed aura. Okay, boss, door's open, and I guess I will be an idiot and jump in because that's what I was told to do.
And I was going to give you a hero point because one of those leaves does in fact slash you.
Ouch!
Oof.
Is that like another hero point other than one I just sort of spent?
No, that was the one that you sort of spent.
Oh
Um,
man,
I would like for you to make a fortitude save.
I would like to make a fortitude save as well. I just don't know if I can pull it off. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna spend another hero point because I got 2 and I can't take them home with me, and it's 9:30. So I'm gonna re-roll that because I don't know that 18 is gonna make me happy. Of course, because that's on a reroll, that's a 27 instead of a 17.
Perfect.
Huzzah! Love them hero points.
Awesome. Overdrive, you feel okay.
I noticed the emphasis on feel as
Feel.
opposed to or okay. Yeah, okay.
All right. So that's Overdrive. Overdrive knocked out the cultist. Resonant, what would you like to do?
So he picked up the glass shards and went through. I guess I'll take a piece of the wood through as I follow through the portal.
Awesome. Resonant grabs a log, jumps into the portal. Daedalus?
I'm going to follow as well, and I am imagining that there's going to be something waiting on the other side. So, although I do not have power attack, I would like to prepare a power attack for anything that might be on the other side.
Excellent.
I'll be revving up for that.
So you start powering up the gravitic blasters on your suit, and you rocket through the portal. Mortis?
Yeah. Mortis is gonna look for one of the burned pieces of wood from the flame. And grab that, and then become ghostly and go through the portal.
Excellent. Mortis, as you do pass through the portal, you do feel a ding, a vibration in the soul vault.
The microwave goes off.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries. Oh, sorry. Wrong holiday.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I guess we'll find out.
I'm guessing
I
there's
hate it when
no,
it says stuff like that.
no way for me to know.
It is not a vibration you have experienced before. I will say that. I don't know if that is any more or any less alarming.
Yes.
Good. And Centuria, what do you want to do?
Centuria will sadly touch her empty pocket that Davie's supposed to be in, and then she'll fly into the portal, and she'll prep an action if she can if there's anything waiting on the other side, she wants to fight it.
Excellent. All right, so both of you, all of you, jump into a Terminus portal without protection.
We all die. Everyone make new characters.
Wow.
Death is only the beginning.
That's
Hey,
so
I'm wearing a
Ravenloft.
spacesuit.
Are you still wearing a spacesuit?
Yes. Because I was wearing civilian clothes before all of this. Remember, there wasn't time. There wasn't time to change, and B, she didn't have a super suit anymore.
Who
This is
gets
brutal.
rid of their super suit?
Where is my super
Yeah,
suit?
that's a good point. Who gets rid
Well,
of the super
Like, who
suit?
just
Well-
throws it away?
No, the teenage super suit was no longer appropriate. She felt.
Ah, well, there's that.
It's fair.
You try wearing your clothes from 10 years ago.
No, thank you.
She grew a few inches.
Yeah, I grew a few inches forward. And to the side. I didn't grow any up. But... All right. So, I would like for everybody, as you're passing through this portal to the Terminus, to make a fortitude save for me. Even the
Yes, I can.
insubstantial people.
21.
22.
Oh,
19.
13?
I got a 13.
Well, at least Spooky and Speedy are together.
Yeah. I think I'm going to spend a hero point to avoid too much togetherness because that's pretty awful.
So spooky. So
Okay. My 18 is a 28 because that's a hero point reroll.
Nice
I got a 25.
All right, so both of you succeed. Everybody else fails by some degree.
Oof.
Looks like everybody fails by... everybody but Resonant fails by 1 degree. Resonant, you fail by 2 degrees.
Okay.
So you're passing through the portal, and as you guys are being buffeted and carried along, basically through the dimension, through the space between dimensions, it is a lot less nice than the white crawl space in the Nerean Nexus as you're being sort of shunted through the backstage area of Earth Prime and on into the Terminus itself. Everybody who suffers 1 degree, you're going to be impaired for a little while. I'll let you know when you stop being impaired. Resonant, you will be disabled for a little while
Okay.
as you're making your way basically across reality. All of you are sort of pulled and warped and stretched as all the sort of hope and dreams and positivity that any of you may have had left is sapped out of you. All that's left is this sort of cloying nihilism, this feeling that everything is worthless. Everything, at the end of all things, there will be nothing but dust and not even memories of
Oh
what
my
the human
God.
race was.
God, I'm
It's-
back to being a
it-
teen.
I was going to say it turned us all into teachers.
Oh no.
Nice.
Sad.
And you all land together sort of in a rough heap, along with the sacrifices that were given up to the portal. You find yourself on this blasted sort of black glass plateau, and there are a number of individuals here to pick you all up, and they seem very surprised to see you. You recognize them, Daedalus, as Omega drones, but they have been corrupted. Each of them is sort of pulsing with this sickly purple energy, and they, rather than being the mechanical wonders that you're used to seeing Omega create, these appear to be powered by magic. They seem almost like scrapped Omega drones that have been stolen and added to the might of the Shadowbane. I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
On the big tokens again?
On the big tokens again.
Jeez.
Oof.
Oh, not as bad as Daedalus though.
35, yo!
Got 32 over Daedalus, so yay.
Only thing that means is that I might actually roll well because my initiative is so bad. Usually the way it goes.
Awesome. And I will add a turn for the corrupted Omega drones. There are 10 of these Omega drones.
Oh.
It's 9 too many, Centuria.
And they're working in pairs, so I'm just going to make 5 tokens for them. We're using Theater of the Mind this time instead of a traditional battle map. But to give you an idea, you've all been deposited roughly on top of this plateau. There are 3 innocent civilians there with you, along with 10 of these Omega drones working in pairs. And the drones get a 16 on their initiative. All right. Overdrive, you're on first.
Are these innocent civilian types in the midst of all this mess?
They sort of you all sort of landed in a pile together, so they're very close to you.
I mean, a quick scan of this plateau with quickness 10. Is there any safety in reasonable sight, or is this just a blast? The whole thing just a blasted wasteland?
When you look in behind where the Omega drones are, they do have what looks to be some kind of shuttlecraft.
Okay. I'm going to speed wake the civilians and zip them over behind the shuttlecraft and say, whatever you do, don't get on the ship unless one of us hero types tells you to, but hide here for now. And then I will zip back over so they're at least out of harm's way.
They say, Abadia Diba Aba.
So I'll point at them, point at the ground right next to the landing gear, and just.
And
Milwaukee, you
Gemma
hide.
will hear, did you understand a word he said? No, I didn't understand a word coming out of his mouth.
Thought you understood all languages.
You talk so fast.
That's why I understood it, but he didn't.
Dave, slow down. So, Dave, I'm going to do you a hero point for doing the heroic thing and rescuing these civilians. Or as rescued as being in the Terminus can be.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Yeah.
That's as good as I can do right now.
Resonant, you're up.
Okay, we have... How many Terminus drones can I catch with a 30-foot cylinder?
I will say you can catch 2 groups of 2.
2 groups of 2. Okay. So Gemma's gonna reach into her pocket and pull on the fire opal. And pulling on the fire opal gives her eyes a very orange hue, and her hair becomes the color of flame, and she's going to light up a flare strike to catch 2 groups of Terminus drones. It is a cylinder area effect.
Beautiful. That's a lot. DC 25.
Yep. Well,
DC 20 to dodge.
Done.
Yep.
So the 2 groups, they will go ahead and fail that test.
Woo!
Let me roll their toughness save.
Roll a 1.
So the first group will roll a 25. The second group will roll an 18, and that group is destroyed.
Well done.
So what does it look like, Resonant?
so Gemma pulls on the fire opal, and you see these kind of sparks start circling the drones, and then this column of fire erupts, encircling two sets of pairs, and when it dissipates, one set of the robots is just completely ashes on the floor.
Awesome. The Omega drones are going to go on 16. The 4 groups that are remaining, they all sort of one of them will step forward, and so you have been brought before the might of the Terminus. Surrender, and you will be taken alive.
I don't like how they hesitated when they said that.
Okay.
That's not a good thing.
You need to work on your sincerity circuits.
Maybe I confused them. You never know.
Yeah, that was totally they were confused about Mortis's state of unlife, not Alex struggling to figure out what word he wanted to say. My sincerity circuits need work done. Okay. And they're actually going to hold their action to see what you guys do next. Centuria.
Okay.
Bye, drones.
Yeah. Does takedown count with these people?
It does. They are
Thanks.
minions.
Wonderful. Here we go.
Centuria's got some Davie-based aggression she's got to work out.
Oh.
I got a 17. Does that hit?
17 will not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna use a hero point. 22.
22 will hit. DC 27. That group is okay.
Ugh. I hate that for them.
So you zip in and you throw this huge, massive Centuria punch. It slams into the metal of the Omega drone and it rattles, but it holds together. And it looks down at you. The Omega drones are going to go now since they were waiting to see what you guys would do.
Man,
I'm so disappointed.
I need the strength of Davie with me.
And
I was all planning to make popcorn and watch the cherry and just wipe the floor with these drones.
they look down and they say, "You have chosen to be taken in. Dead."
You have chosen poorly.
Try me.
And that group is going to try you, Centuria.
They're probably about to just decimate me.
All right, they're going to roll to hit. Ba-boom. 16 to hit your parry DC.
Oh, my parry DC is 16.
DC 26 toughness save. And don't forget, you are impaired, so you get a -2 to your rolls.
Wonderful. Ugh, 22.
So
So
20. That's going to be a bruise and a daze. So the two Omega drones, they sort of surge forward, and you are despairing at the fact that you don't have Davie with you. You think maybe that's what threw off your punch, and you think maybe that's what made you get smacked by these Omega drones. As they work together, one sort of goes high and you duck out of the way, but the other one comes up and it just cracks you right across the base of your neck and slams you to the ground. One is going to rush over to Mortis, who's still insubstantial, so you are fine, Mortis. You do hear them say as they attack you, however, insubstantial detected, switching to phasing weapons.
This is gonna leave a mark.
And a group is going to surge over to Daedalus. They're going to throw some punches his way. Get a 29 to hit your parry DC.
Whoa, that will hit.
DC 26 toughness, please.
Okay, somebody redeemed hydrate in the chat.
Oh, we got a hydrate?
Hydrate!
Thank you
Freak!
for the hydrate. Jace?
What's the what was the DC for the toughness?
26.
26. That is too much. Not talking about a daze here, so we're gonna spend a hero point. And roll again. I'll take it.
Natural 20 for a 33. Yeah, you're fine. As the drones surge forward. They do say Freedom League signature recognized.
I was kind of thinking that would happen.
But you notice, Daedalus, since you have a super fast brain, you notice they did not say that about Centuria when they attacked her.
Rude.
And the sole surviving group, the last one that Resonant lit on fire, are going to charge forward and they're going to try and cut off her head.
This is gonna hurt.
My head or Resonance head?
Resonant's head.
Okay, I was about to say.
22 to hit your parry DC.
Yes, that'll hit my parry DC.
DC 26 toughness save.
I would like to. I guess maybe I can't. Can I do an extra effort and interpose?
You sure can.
I will do an extra effort and interpose.
You can even spend a hero point to avoid the fatigue if you want. You've got
You
two.
have two.
Can't
We only
take
have
them
15
I
minutes.
have a plan though for that.
Oh.
For those hero points. They've been earmarked.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, you can go fatigue. That's not the end of the world.
Okay. I'll go fatigued and I'll take the toughness hit for him. For her.
Perfect.
Take a bruise.
Yeah, that's not so bad. That's just a bruise with a 24. So they come surging forward basically to just decapitate Resonant. And Daedalus, you jump in the way and save Resonant from that. What does it look like?
Jet over there as they're coming in, and just as they come down to strike, basically put my body up in front, crossing my arms over us both, kind of almost like as a hug around her, facing her, so that she's shielded under my armor, and as they rain down the blows on me.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Mortis, what would you like to do?
It tried to stab me. So yeah,
I hate
I'm
when
just
they
gonna
do
blast. I'm gonna blast full on as much as I can with my ethereal energy. Let's see if this works. 27 to hit.
that. Ooh, that'll
Nice.
hit.
Cool. 25 DC.
You take out that group, what happens?
Yeah, they like it's essential to detect it. I'm like, Mortis is like just gets this panic look on his face, like, oops, nope, and just lets loose a bolt of kind of a bluish white flame, just gonna burns through him.
Beautiful. Yeah, you see their weapons do they do shift phase. Actually, you notice as they're going through, which that's not good, as you're looking at them, but you're able to immolate them where they stand. Good job, Mortis. Daedalus, I'm curious what your plan is with those 2 hero points.
Well, hero point number 1 is for instead of going into exhausted, I'm going to spend that to have the leadership advantage. Oh, I'm sorry, inspire. Is it inspire? Which one removes a condition?
Leadership.
It's inspire. Leadership. Okay, I was right.
Yep.
So I would like the leadership advantage, and for the second one, I would like to remove the disabled condition from Resident.
Beautiful. That sounds like a good use of 2 hero points.
Okay. We're in the magic land. We need our mages.
Lost
Woohoo.
in the Magic Land. That should be the title of the next episode.
There you go.
We still need a Laugh Love Davie episode.
I want a T-shirt.
We can make that happen. So Daedalus, what does it look like as you inspire Resonant to shake off the despair of the Terminus?
After we cover from the attacks from the robots, I'm going to basically lean down over her and say, you are now the only way back. The success of this entire mission rests on you. And I'm
pressure.
going
No pressure.
I'm going to apply a, I guess like a low-level current to try to ease the fatigue that she's feeling, or the rattling that she took coming through the interface to the Terminus, to revive her a bit. With that combined with my words of encouragement. Everything is down to you. There is no tomorrow.
Oh God.
Don't fuck this up.
Nice.
Awesome. That's good stuff. Overdrive.
All right. So we got 3 pairs left.
Yes, 3 pairs left.
I'm guessing.
You
they're
think
not
if
gonna
you're,
be super-
you think you could probably get the ones that are near Resonant and Daedalus together if you wanted to burst area attack them.
I will. I'm not super confident that these guys look pretty monstrously tough. But what the heck?
We're Omega drones.
Mega drones. All right. So I will.
That was a
roll
Doombot in
in
another
and-
universe.
I will do the area attack. So they need a dodge save of 14 for half.
Well, the good news is they are pretty bad at dodge.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
The one group will fail, the other group will fail.
Okay. So then they need DC 22 toughness saves.
I rolled a 21 and a 20, so you take both groups out. Because they're minions.
So were those nurses. I couldn't mess up their hair like this. How does take down 4 Megatrons? I couldn't put a scratch in a single nurse. Let's go. All right, I'm good. I'm going with it.
What does it look like, Overdrive, as you take these guys out? What sort of frames are we going with?
So zipping in kind of determined that those poor people who blabbered at me and had no idea what I was saying. There's nowhere for them to really hide that's safe, and so just kind of determined to take these guys out, and maybe remembering how those mechanical nurses sort of took every punch. Of course, they're moving. His fists are moving faster than the eye can see, but he's just throwing them more strategically. Looking for weak joints in the armor, a couple of shots in the face, and next thing you know, there's 4 Megadrons on the ground.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, Resonant.
Right, one pair left.
One pair over there by Centuria.
Right. Well, I'm still using the fire opal, so let's launch an opalescent flare. And this does have multi-attack and homing 1 on it. That is a 11.
11 will not hit.
Yes, but does the homing give me an automatic reroll?
It does.
I think next round, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does next
Yeah,
round.
next round.
Or you can spend a hero point now if you want to.
No, Centuria is going next.
You
Didn't
don't
go
say.
well the last time.
Now the call to the bullpen for the closer.
All right, Centuria, hit me with your best shot.
Fire away.
Oh, I only got an 18.
That'll hit.
It's okay. I have. Oh,
Excellent.
it will?
It will.
Yeah.
18 will hit.
Oh shit. Well, okay. DC 27.
You take the group out. How does it go down, Centuria?
So she sort of gets her bearings after being very uncomfortable that Davie isn't there, and sees all of her teammates, taking out these other guys, and she's just sort of standing there. So she just looks at them again, and she just tackles them to the ground and starts punching them.
Beautiful.
With her
Before
angry
you guys can
face.
get too settled in, however, you do hear Bowman's voice behind you. And he says, "You should have just gone with the robots. Now we're going to have to take you to Tarvon ourselves." And you turn to see the surviving members of the Freedom League arrayed in Omega armor, ready to face you down. And I think that's where we're going to leave this week's episode.
You can't.
That's not good.
Wow.
Wow,
Boy.
indeed.
Now we have a 2-week break.
Now we have a 2-week break.
How's that for a cliffhanger?
That is a cliffhanger.
We're
So
all
now
gonna
Paul
die.
has to come back to fight.
Yeah. Yes.
You have to.
He's conscripted.
Yes. You have to talk with the GM that night is on. It's Charles Madeira.
But do you play every other Monday, right?
Yes.
So if you're playing next week, that means you're good to go for our next session.
Well, no. Oh, is it next? No, next week's.
Next week, we're
Next week's
off
my game with
because
Steve. Yep.
Right. So then the week after we'll be back on my normal Monday night with that crew.
Oh, this is your normal Monday night.
Yeah.
Paul is so
Oh.
good for. That's
Right.
so good.
Ooh.
I guess we could relinquish Paul. I'll play Daedalus. Or maybe Daedalus is also infected with whatever the rest of the
Hey,
Freedom League is
hey,
infected with.
Yike.
Bite your tongue.
Man, Davie's back on the ship. I'm mad. He was right all along.
Awesome. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I had a great time. I hope everybody else
Yeah.
had fun as well.
Yes, we did.
Thank you to our special guest Paul for lending us his talent and his Daedalusness, because I really, really appreciated it.
Thank you for having me. It was fantastic.
Of
I enjoyed
course.
this.
Fully expected Davie to just appear, says Calvin.
He better,
Don't
honestly.
stop giving Alex ideas, chat. What are you doing?
Better teleport into my pocket.
No.
I don't
I
know.
was
what would
there
be
all
more
along.
Or less, more or less disturbing.
I was with you from the beginning.
And
Yes.
what's really bad is we're going to find out when she gets back to the ship that's not the same Davie that's on the ship.
Oh no.
Now there are two of them.
I gotta make
Oh.
another pocket.
We are Davies.
Heroes roar.
Davie rescues him from the Terminus. I love it. He's a hero.
Y'all are suspicious of Davie. You shouldn't be.
That was my plan all along, was to leave Davey behind so he could rescue us if everything went terribly wrong.
That checks out.
Perfect.
All right. So, yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody is having as great a time as I am. So just some quick announcements before I give everybody a chance to sign off and say goodbye. Tomorrow we will be continuing Born of Rage. We have our Werewolf the Apocalypse stream run by the wonderful Jonesy, where I play a grumpy werewolf who likes to throw cars at people, which is always fun. And Wednesday we'll have Kat back for Fallout for Wasteland Wednesdays. We will be I don't even remember what's happening this Wednesday. I'm so excited about tonight's game. I'll have to look up my notes. But
Dang.
something fun, I assume. I'm running it, so it'll be okay, I guess. I'll figure it out. And then I have a special stream next week. I will be running a game over on the Green Ronin Publishing Facebook page with Steve Kenson, the creator of Mutants and Masterminds, and Crystal Frazier, the line developer of Mutants and Masterminds, as players. So that's going to be a very fun game. If you're around on Facebook next Monday around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, please drop by and say hello. I'm always excited to get through that game. I'm nervous about it, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
It will be fun.
Otherwise, I don't have a whole lot. Gang, go ahead and say goodbye. Kevin, starting with Kevin.
Okay, I have been playing Overdrive in this stream. I'm usually here for Mutants and Masterminds and whatever's going on. It's been great fun. Hopefully you stay with us for the rest of this season and check out our other shows. Jonesy, over to you.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you like what we do, please do us a favor and spread the love. Let people know where to find us. I will be here tomorrow night running our Wayward Pack of Guru and the fallout from the Nexus Crawler battle last week. So that will be interesting. And I'll be back in 2 weeks. So.
Awesome.
Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in. It was a pleasure to play Centuria as always. Definitely join us on Wasteland Wednesday for a really cool game of Fallout.
Or they're all playing synths.
It's honestly up in the air whether we're all synths or not, so come find that out with us. Other than that, I'll just go ahead and pass it to Andy.
Yep. Thanks everyone for coming out and joining us. This was a really fun night here on the stream. We try to do this, every Monday. We try to make it as fun a night as we possibly can. So if you liked what we did, come back and join us in 2 weeks for more of this, and join us the rest of the time for the rest of our shows. So really appreciate you guys sticking it out with us tonight.
Well, thank you guys for inviting me. It was a privilege to play with everybody. Alex, you were fantastic as always. This is my first time doing anything like this, and I really, really enjoyed it. I've watched a lot of these. This by far, probably because I'm biased, was far more entertaining than most of them I've ever watched. But I tune in and watch them when I've watched you guys do other things, and it's fantastic. It's like, just sitting around with a bunch of friends and a whole bunch of observers and sitting in chat, which is even more fun. So I really enjoyed this, and hopefully in the future we can do something like this again.
Yeah, we have to convince Charles and Saucy Cat and Jace to give you back to us.
I say we send Charles the thing that he won a trip somewhere in 2 weeks, and by the time he figures out it's a setup, we'll have Paul.
Tell him it's a math seminar. He'll be in like that. He'll be in like that.
Somehow I don't think he's enthused.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Matt.
Wait, no. Charles, don't do that. Everybody who talks about that Land of the Lost campaign says it's the
Oh,
best
no.
thing ever.
But the
Jay-
math
Jay-
did lure him in. Look, the math did get him. We're good.
Yes, Jason would be over to murder me if we didn't have the Land of the Lost game didn't continue.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in with us. We are going to go ahead and raid Roll Hit Die. It looks like tonight they are playing Dresden Files New Orleans, so that'll be exciting. Oh, Jason's getting in the car now to put the beat down on Paul. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Please wear your mask, make good choices, and we will see you next time.